Always great to have your company for Dwayne's World for Master Builders Victoria, supporting businesses in residential, commercial and civil construction. And for Athena Home Loans, pay down your home loan faster with Athena. It's Hawthorn Membership Day, as we mentioned a couple of times. Today on SEN, get a free upgrade on Hawthorn membership today. Join now at hawks.team/SEN. And Hawthorn CEO Justin Reeves has been good enough to join me. Welcome to you, Justin. Great to have you on.
Thanks for having me, Dwayne.
I wasn't all doom and gloom after being there live for your practice match against Geelong, and it was nice to see a pretty good performance against Collingwood.
Yeah, I think it was exciting to see. So many young kids and the future of what our club is going to look like, and just a small sort of glimpse of what the future actually will look like, because they were very inexperienced, but they did really well.
And so what is the future? You've kind of got a whole new generation now. You've got a new president. You've got a new coach in his second year. You're heading to a new venue soon. So I don't know where you want to start. New president, Andy Gowers, what will he bring to the table?
Well, Andy's, he's been with us now for, I think, just over 100 days, he said. So it's only, it's a recent appointment, but he's been around the club a lot. He's very, very positive about where we're heading. He's very supportive of the current plans for both on and off the field, and he's been a pleasure to work with, and I think he has a bit of freshness, but we're a much different looking club as we walk into the start of this season than we were last year. So it's a lot to look forward to, both on and off the field.
So he's confident in the future. You're confident in the future. How are you going to measure 2023? Well, what parameters do you measure it by?
Well, I think 2023, we've been very clear. We've obviously got a very, very young list. We've been very, very clear on where we're going, and we've been clear to say that we don't want to build a team that's going to pop up for a year and maybe make finals. We're actually building a team that we think that needs to play together and keep building to it. We actually win a premiership, and we plan to win that premiership sooner than later. So what we'll measure it on this year is actually sticking to the plan. We're not going to be jumping in shadows, and with such a young team comes the risk of some games that you don't want to lose, that you may lose. Also comes with the risk of winning some of those games that you don't expect to win. But I think what our measurement will be is we've got a really clear plan. Let's stick to it. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's not try and take shortcuts and move ahead, because we know that's where we need to head in the next few years.
So do you have to win more than your 8 games, or are you saying you can go forward without winning the 8 games you won last year?
I mean, you want to win every game you go into, and 8 games last year, was a great result. I think we probably could have won a couple more. We're in winning positions again. So this year, if we win 8 games, great. If we win 6, but we think we're moving forward, that's still a really good result for us. If we win 10, it's even better. We do want to win. But the plan is the most important thing at the moment.
And the long-term plan is the game style under Sam Mitchell. So, in essence, it's your ball movement that's going to be the thing that we should judge them on, the ability to stop defensive scores. Because I know that he wants to play this play-on, take-on aggressive kicks kind of game style, but you also need to give him the list to do it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we need to build the list. And I think we've started that. We're probably into the 3rd year with that list build now. But we'll need to continue to add to that in the next couple of years. But I think really what Sam's been clear about is embedding down a game plan that he feels passionate about, that will win finals and premiership football. But to be able to do that, these players need to be able to, to play with the other players in that game plan for longer. And so you're not going to see instant turnaround there. Good game plans take a while to bed down. This one's well on track, but it's going to take a little bit longer.
So did Clarko's want to get senior players in to keep you guys in the premiership window cost you a little in terms of rebuilding for the future?
Well, I think there's always the right time to pivot. And I think, probably after the 3-peat and then 16 was, again, a successful year playing finals, deep in the finals, that you get to 17, 18 and you think, okay, what if we could just, if we add 1 or 2 players, we could probably pinch another one. He probably can prolong this. And I think Geelong have shown that you can do this if you get it right. I think the skill in this is knowing actually when you need to recheck and go back. And what we did over the last couple of years to say was we actually believe we've got some wonderful players in this club, some wonderful human beings, but for us to win the premiership in the next few years, we actually need to drastically change the list, and we need to go back and we need to build from the draft. Then when we're in a position again to be able to add at the top end to win premierships, we'll be able to have the cap space and the ability to do that in the future. And that's sort of the model when you're thinking sort of 3, 4, 5 years ahead.
Dingley, how far away is that? Where are you at with Dingley? That's another new thing that Hawthorn is going to have as part of its club moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, that's a super exciting project. It's, works are underway as we speak. So it's good, and I'm going out there again next week. I was out there a couple of weeks ago, and you can actually see now where the buildings are and where the ovals are and the car parking, the roads. The current program has us there about the middle of next year, 2024, so probably around that sort of August, September 2024 is we'll be moving in. So hopefully it's before our AFLW season. We'll be able to get on site there. But I think that'll be, next year is going to be, incredible facilities that Hawthorn will be based at.
Will you hope to play games there? St Kilda's had games at Moorabbin, Arden Street's hosting games, Icon Park's hosting games. Will you play AFLW games and maybe a pre-season game there?
Oh, absolutely. We've invested heavily and been assisted by, all levels of government now. The facilities there are first rate, and we've got a ground there which is an MCG size ground. We've also got a marble size ground which will be for, particularly built for AFLW practice game, AFLW games, but also AFL men's, pre-season games, but also community football, which has, state-of-the-art lights, state-of-the-art media facilities, 4 sets of change rooms, umpires' rooms, social facilities. So it'll be a first-rate venue for all football, which will be enormous for us.
Are you guys joining this fight to get your home game reserve seats in the Ponsett stand that Collingwood reserve seat holders currently have?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been very, very clear. We've communicated. I've spoken to Craig Kelly at Collingwood about it. I mean, our position is that we play home games at the MCG, and like everyone else. And when we play Collingwood, it's unfair that our members have to move out of their seats for that one day to give it back to Collingwood members on their away game. We just don't think that's a fair result for anyone, and it needs to be addressed. It needs to be looked at. And I think it's been a year ago that it was said that this deal will be up at the end of this year, and we need to start thinking about it. And at the moment, we're having really good talks with the MCC, and we expect things to change.
So the MCC is the deciding factor here. Collingwood's want won't be taken into account. It will just be what the MCC decides.
Well, the MCC do a deal for home games with all the clubs. So we do a deal with the MCC, Collingwood will do a deal with the MCC, Richmond and etc. So, we've made very clear with MCC what our expectation is. I know the MCC have had discussions with Collingwood, not privy to those. Collingwood, and I'd do the same if I was Collingwood. I'd want to be holding on to this great deal that they've had for a long period of time. But at the end of the day, it's not fair, it's not just, and it's not right. And we expect that will change.